30 days, please, we would want you to send it back.
And as we had said, and we'll talk about this again the next hour, because I didn't elaborate on it, even things like hemorrhoids. And so it's something that when we improve the quality and the health of our circulation, there's just such a long list of benefits, and we'll talk next about really the benefits of those benefits in terms of our quality of life.
Well, you can always tell when Andrew hasn't done a today's special in a long time on a certain product, because the response is typically through the roof. And folks, that's what happens. Since 2015 was the last time that glucosamine and chondroitin was.
Last night we spoke so much about circulation and vein support. We only spoke about this product for, I think, a little more than 5 minutes. And it just was, in that 5 minutes, I think almost 10,000 bottles of this one were ordered.
I think a lot of people have been waiting for it, and folks, it is here. It is another today's special, so the best pricing of the entire year. Now, again, we only have a minimal amount of time here just because of what we have available, but we are doing it for the first time in nearly 3 years. If you are wanting better flexibility, better feeling in terms of your joints and your bones, Andrew's glucosamine with chondroitin is always one of those incredibly well-received products. Today is your day. I'll quickly go over the pricing just because this will be a much shorter presentation than is typical on a today's special. So as you can see right here, best pricing of the entire year, $120 would normally be $59.80. Today it's $29.90. You save $30. $240, $119 would be the normal price. Today $54 and change, save $64. Since it's the first time in 3 years, a lot of people are going for this one or this one. Normally $204. Today it's $99, save $104. Look at this pricing, 720 caps, a special size, normally $260. Today, just $129.90. You save $129. And again, don't forget that bonus buy. Andrew, any particular reason why it's been so long since the Today Special?
We just, well, I'm only on 4 times a year, and we try to do each time a couple of Today Specials.
Right.
So there's only so many Today Specials to go around. And this is a product that it's something I think that when I first introduced it back in 1979, which is whatever that is, 39 years ago.
Don't think about it, Andrew.
I'm normally very quick with math, but I get slow with the math that requires me to acknowledge how old I'm becoming.
Getting bigger, yeah.
Because I always say, if someone asks, well, I'm 39, of course.
There you go.
But how can I say that now? Because I started my company 39 years ago, so it's becoming problematic. But we introduced glucosamine and chondroitin back at that time. And it took another decade or two before anyone really caught on. But even when they started catching on, they positioned their products differently. They positioned their products really as an anti-inflammatory drug. And that's kind of a disservice to glucosamine and chondroitin. It's not a drug, it's not an anti-inflammatory drug. What glucosamine really goes to, and chondroitin as well, it goes to the structure of our joint. It's really looking at sort of from a raw material basis. And when we look at the structure of our joints, these molecules, you could call them glycosaminoglycans, and glycosaminoglycans are these class of molecules that allow our joint tissue to have this remarkable elasticity, strength and elasticity, flexibility, these lubricating properties. So that's glucosamine sulfate, that's chondroitin sulfate. Obviously, we've been doing it for longer than anyone else. And of course, in so doing, we know how to do it correctly. And it's not as though I think I think a lot of the companies, they don't even know how to do it correctly because they don't care. Because if they did, they would not offer glucosamine hydrochloride. Glucosamine hydrochloride, which is the most popular glucosamine salt, as they call it, out in the marketplace, it shouldn't exist. It shouldn't exist because the research is on, it's like selling, and there are inactive forms of vitamin E. It's like selling inactive forms of vitamin E, but then again, companies do that also, so it was a bad example. So it's fascinating that a lot of companies out there are quite comfortable putting something on the label of their product, even though they know if they read the science, which probably they don't bother, but if they read the science, they would know that glucosamine sulfate is the scientifically preferred, the source that has been scientifically validated, whereas glucosamine hydrochloride is not. So needless to say, for the last 39 years, we have only offered glucosamine sulfate. We have only offered chondroitin sulfate. We've only done so in their sodium-free forms.
Right.
So no one else has gone about this as consistently as we have. And again, the reason why we've never changed our form of glucosamine, even though I could probably reduce the cost of the glucosamine in this formula by almost half, maybe more than half, if I changed to glucosamine hydrochloride. But even if I could reduce the price of this product by 50%, why would it even make sense to offer it if it contained an ingredient that didn't work? It would be less expensive, much cheaper, but it wouldn't work. It'd be a waste of money. So that's really the story about glucosamine sulfate. Not a drug, not a medicine. The structural molecules that our bodies utilize to reconstitute, repair, regenerate joint tissue, which is a normal, everyday process going on all the time. It needs to be the proper form, or you're just wasting your time and wasting your money. We've always used the proper form.
Folks, please bear with us. We are extremely busy with people trying to order this one. If you are new to the world of Andrew Lessman vitamins and supplements, you will know that they are virtually every single one of them 5-star rated customer picks. This is something that, as Andrew said, with only a few visits per year, it hasn't been a Today's Special in nearly 3 years. Today is your day for support, for repair, cartilage, joints, maintaining that flexibility. And the cold weather obviously gets all of us. I have a bad knee from an accident many years ago, and this is a product that can certainly help make a difference. Because Andrew, here's the truth: if your joints aren't working properly, that has a huge impact on your entire life.
Well, your mobility, your comfort, and again, glucosamine and chondroitin aren't drugs or medicines. And what would probably be a good graphic, I'll try to talk about it this evening, to get our marine collagen peptides.
Right.
Because marine collagen peptides are the integrating protein that work with glucosamine and chondroitin to really give that resilience and that strength to those structural components in our joints. So marine collagen peptides, glucosamine and chondroitin are found in a protein matrix in these tissues and those collagen peptides. So if you wanted to try something that's sort of the next ingredient, this is really the foundation of joint support, what we're talking about here. And marine collagen peptides are sort of that next level of support that obviously, because glucosamine and chondroitin are found in a collagen protein matrix in our joints, it makes sense that supplementing the collagen peptides in an absorbable form will make a difference. So if we can get the graphic down there for that product in a moment, that would be. And also, again, just as circulation vein support has virtually perfect reviews, and you won't find glucosamine and chondroitin highly rated in a lot of other products because they don't use the right forms, they don't deliver it properly. But ours, again, it's a product with over 80% 5-star reviews and almost 95% positive reviews.
I do believe, though, truly, it's Andrew being on television for all these years and talking directly to you, to us, to me as well, that makes us, I suppose, understand and appreciate what goes into it.
No, it's funny. When I first spoke about glucosamine and chondroitin on television, I didn't even have the product available on television. I was just referring to it because it wasn't really part of anyone's mentality at that time. Wow. We started doing this in 1979, basically because I was making products for elite athletes and professional athletes. And of course, for them, it just wasn't a matter of comfort, it was their livelihood. So being able to care for your joints was a critical product at that time. And of course, it's only been probably the last 15 or 20 years that glucosamine and chondroitin have entered more into sort of the common parlance and discussion of dietary supplements and nutritional supplements. And the one thing I don't like about it is they're sort of mischaracterized. Their role is exaggerated, that they're often spoken to as being a substitute for anti-inflammatory drugs or COX-2 inhibitors or things like that. And that's nonsense. And as I said, it's kind of an insult to glucosamine and chondroitin because they play, I think, an even more fundamental role, not I think, in that glucosamine and chondroitin are vital components of healthy joint tissue. So while you could do all those other medical things to deal with health issues with your joint tissue, you still have to be conscious of making sure you have the components for that healthy joint tissue. If anything, you have to be more conscious of that. And that's where glucosamine and chondroitin come in, and they have to be in their proper forms.
And Andrew, just to ask you a question on that, because in our graphics it says that perfect balance. What does that mean, the perfect balance? The
perfect balance, first of all, they have to be in their perfect form, and then it has to be a perfect balance. And what's interesting with glucosamine and chondroitin, it's kind of funny the way the calculation is done. With glucosamine, it's 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine in the form of glucosamine sulfate, which means 2,000 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate. What most companies, even if they offer sulfate, what they do is they give you 1,500 of glucosamine sulfate, which means you're really only getting a little bit less than 1,200 milligrams of actual glucosamine. So that's why we follow the science. And then with chondroitin, it's actually 1,200 milligrams not of chondroitin, but it's 1,200 milligrams of chondroitin sulfate. So with glucosamine, it's 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine as 2,000 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate. With chondroitin, it's 1,200 milligrams of total chondroitin sulfate. So you have to read the research, you have to know these things, or you're going to be shortchanged on the glucosamine, unfortunately. It's not a big issue because most products aren't even glucosamine sulfate, and if they are glucosamine sulfate, unfortunately, they usually do their calculation or often do their calculation incorrectly.
It feels good to be informed, though. It feels good to be just in the know, to know what it is that we're getting, what it is we're buying, why it's done in this way. I mean, Andrew spares no expense when it comes to developing and formulating these, and I know we've spoken a lot about it today, but it deserves it. The reviews are everything. They're everything. We live in a world where, unfortunately, it's too easy to be let down. If you are at home right now and you just woke up this morning and it is cold outside and your joints, your legs, they just don't feel like they're working the way they should do, it's an old nagging injury that keeps you up and awake all night, you have to try this product. You have to, because Andrew, you know, you pioneered a new way, certainly, to shop for vitamins and supplements by offering a new way to do it. But there's a lot of folks that still, even after all these years, have never seen you before.
No, it's funny. When I first started making supplements, I didn't want them in retail warehouses and stores where you couldn't predict. I was spending a lot of energy. I was making them myself. My own hands were making all the products. I didn't want them sitting in a warehouse and ruining all my hard work or sitting on a shelf. So the only way I offered my products was directly. And I remember friends of mine at the time saying, when I was offering vitamins directly, because vitamins were in supermarkets,
right?
Are you next going to be offering butter and eggs and milk directly? Which, whatever, 40 years later, actually, here we are online buying, pretty much everything online. And then, of course, this goes back to, in 1990, I was talking to QVC in January of 1991, first appeared on QVC. And again, it was sort of that same question. Would anybody be responsive to taking advantage of dietary supplements on air? And I said, the only way that works is if we're not selling supplements, but we're providing education and information.
Right.
And that doesn't mean that they're going to get our products, but they'll at least go in a supermarket or a pharmacy and be more informed.
Yeah.
And what I've always said, the more informed someone becomes, they'll end up coming back, because they'll learn that the way we make products is consistent with the science.
And Andrew, I hope you don't mind me saying this, and just to reveal a little behind-the-scenes secret of something that Andrew said to me many years ago when I first met Andrew. Originally, Andrew said, you know, for me, it is not important about being on air and selling vitamins. It is important for me that my customers understand the science, the benefits, the knowledge, gain that wisdom. That's what Andrew said to me behind the scenes, and that is what you've lived by.
No, I've always said that. It's not important that you get my products. It's important that you get the information.
Right.
And also, if someone is going to be on TV and convinces you to do something blindly, without educating you, just convinces you to do something, then you'll be receptive to the next person who convinces you. But I've always said, if you're empowered with information and it's your informed decision, then the information is going to be the only thing that might change your decision. You're not going to be sold. You're going to be informed and make your own decisions. And what I just wanted to show was a little bit of the science here, because the science on glucosamine and chondroitin is great. As we look here, these are ingredients that have been looked at back when I did this in 1979. There was already great science available. More than 19,500 papers have been published on glucosamine, wow, more than 17,000 on chondroitin, more than 1,200 papers have been published on both being used together, and then combined, more than 2,600 clinical trials, meta-analyses, and systematic reviews have also been published. So there's been a great deal of scientific investigation on both of these ingredients. And again, you have to put them in their proper context. They're not drugs, they're not medicines. They're simply the ingredients that these tissues require. This is from the American Medical Association. Glucosamine sulfate is the first line of defense in supporting the health of the joints. According to the current scientific and regulatory recommendations, our results suggest that the long-term administration of daily oral glucosamine sulfate at the minimal dose of 1,500 milligrams supports the health of joint cartilage. From the Journal of the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, the preponderance of scientific and clinical evidence supports the inclusion of glucosamine sulfate in a dose of 1,500 milligrams daily as a component of a joint support program. From Rheumatology, a recent study suggested that glucosamine had long-term structure-modifying effects, meaning it's not working it as medicine or drug or anything like that. What it actually is doing, it's allowing your body to care for and to regenerate the tissue in the joints, structure-modifying effects. From Clinical Therapeutics, according to our findings, glucosamine sulfate appears to rebuild damaged cartilage. It is known that glucosamine sulfate stimulates the rebuilding of experimentally damaged cartilage. And I can go on and on with the research here. And this is something we all know, all our tissues in our body are constantly being repaired and rebuilt. Joint cartilage is constantly rebuilding itself, and as old or damaged cartilage breaks down, is replaced by new healthy cartilage. Glucosamine, in the form of glucosamine sulfate, has been shown to support regeneration of cartilage. So it's just something that has been repeated in the science and literature, but again, we just have to keep it in perspective. This is not a drug or a medicine. Those are the things you do if you have a certain health condition,
right,
you do working with your doctor. But this is something that you do to support that work, to support your body's maintenance of healthy joint tissue.
Well, with that in mind, I know we're wrapping this up. It's just, again, an abbreviated presentation. The first time it's been a Today Special in 3 years. If you buy that larger size, you get the $10 bonus as well. Any other words on this one?
I was just going to say we're getting down to already limited quantity on this, so I'm not sure how we'll be doing on this later this evening. So we'll keep everybody posted on that.
I did wonder why. I thought that's why it might have been reduced in timing so much, but it is available. You know, it's one of those products that people want, and today is the best pricing ever. Not forgetting as well our other Today Special, Circulation and Vein. That's at the bottom of the screen. So 2 Today Specials.
And at the end of the second hour, we'll come back briefly to go over circulation glucosamine, and then we're just back this evening to do that again at 8 p.m.
So just one more main show this after. Is it with Shannon or Colleen? I've forgotten.
This evening, it's Colleen.
It's Colleen.
Yes.
So that's going to be this evening, so obviously stay tuned for that one. What's next then? Where should we go next?
We're going over there, and this is, what's interesting is a lot of folks, when it comes to joint